Hello, I'm Dara, and this is the prototype that I made for Paverism. My problem was food waste, and my target group was student creatives. So if we press this, we can start it. Uh, Important thing that I needed to maintain for this prototype and keep in mind was that student creatives, are young people, so I wanted to have a young look and feel for the app. Hence, the emojis that you can add, the pictures that I have here, and mostly um, modern design. Um, it's also pretty interactive, which I will show in a second. I also wanted to mention that since my group was already positively had a positive position towards this campaign, I used positive triggers, which are the points that you get from interacting with the features of the app. I'll showcase some stuff here for a minute. For example, this is the inventory, which is in the house location. And here you can see your inventory, so all your food that you have as a house. You can add some with this button down here. There's also expiration date at the top, location, which can be fridge, pantry, freezer, or any other thing that you add. There's a star thing there, which I'll explain also in a bit. And then the name and the amount. And here, because student creatives, creatives in total are very visually drawn people, I've made an example of what some of the animations in the app will look like. So here, for example, if we click on the broccoli, if we lower the amount to 0, which, means that we've finished it, here's the animation that plays. And that way you know that you've got 50 points here on the leaderboard, which is this thing here. I just wanted to showcase a little bit one more thing. I also made this kind of pop up because during my testing, most of my testers mentioned that it wasn't very clear how the leaderboard works. So for first users, I did this kind of alert here, which explains what the leaderboard is and how it works. And here you can click close, and you can see the leaderboard. Here is at the top you can see the amount of days left until the leaderboard ends, the first 3 places, and so on. Also, since the leaderboard was actually one of the features that I wanted to make for the app to make it more gamified, because with a young audience, this really makes it more interactive and more memorable and engages people getting hooked on the app. It's also, the leaderboard specifically is one of the tribe awards that you get from using the app, because it helps with community building, and it requires group work from a community to work and for you to get ahead. So, it's tribe. And the other award is self award, which you get from the benefits of the app, such as the budgeting functions that I'm going to show in a minute. Not having your food expire, so you don't have to buy food all over and over again. Being able to keep track of your groceries on the go, not having to ask people about it all the time. No matter exactly how much time you have left until something expires, and so on. Another feature that is mentioned budgeting, you can see here in the groceries location right here at the bottom. Here are all the grocery lists. You can add one down here, and if you remember, I mentioned the star items at the beginning of this video. These are the star items, which are the house faves, which are items that are automatically added to your grocery list once they run out, so that you don't have to keep maintaining it. And I'll give a showcase of an example of a grocery list right now. Here's what it looks like. Weekend barbecue, you have the date that you need the groceries by, you have the participants, you can add them right here or remove them, the amount of items, and then here you can see all the items, including the estimated amount per item, then per person, and then you can change the amount. And then at the bottom, for practicality reasons, I haven't kept the button on the same location as the inventory one, like here, because you want to see more from scrolling, so I moved it over at the bottom. And you also have the overall price and the price per person in total. So that is the grocery list. If you click here, you can go back. Another feature is the recipes. They are based on your inventory, so it's based on what is going to expire soon. For example, here you can see a lot of those items are chicken and shrimp related, and here In this location, you can see that the carrots, the chicken breast, and the frozen shrimp are going to expire soon. So your recipes are based around those things. They include ingredients that you already have. And then at the top, you can see how many ingredients from the soon to expire ones you're using in the recipe, and you can see the amount of time it takes, the difficulty, and the points that you get. The points are based on how many ingredients you use. For example, one ingredient is 50 points, so two in this case is 100 points. You can also see the allergens at the bottom of each one. And you have, of course, the search bar, as for most of the pages, and the filter bar. So yes, and then another one of the features, the last one, is the deals feature, which, supposing that this app, if it's real, it probably has sort of sponsorships, and you can do collaborations with other brands. So here, in order to help students budget and save money and also save time and everything, there's discounts. So you have the brand, you have, it says here if it's a discount or a coupon, says what it is, and then you can apply it, which when you click apply, it changes that. And specifically how this would work is when you click apply, a barcode or some sort of link shows up on your screen, then you click it and you can apply it at the checkout. Something else I wanted to mention is the persuasion techniques that I'm using. One of them is reciprocity, which is exactly what the deals is about, and the leaderboard. As here it says, you can see it says that if you make it to the top tier, you get extra discounts. So engaging with the app's mechanics and functions, you get more discounts, which means saving more money, and it's kind of reciprocity. And social proof because of the leaderboard, so people know how far ahead you're getting with your cause. And yeah, that's overall how I've made the app. And the feedback that I've used for this is mostly on the inventory page because it was definitely not as good as it is now. And yeah, thank you for your attention.